I'm Madeline.
And I'm Deja.
And welcome back to the Elegance Exchange.
Today we're going to be talking about the elegance of romanticizing the holidays.
Honestly, one of our favorite episodes, I'm sure, to film. So, I mean, what do you want to start with?
Honestly, Christmas is around the corner. We're finally in the month of December. And I just think it's very important to go out and do some fun events and fun activities to get into the Christmas spirit. I think if anything, you should definitely start off with a Christmas mood board. Like go on Pinterest and find some things that you like.
Yeah, no, literally, and Pinterest they've come out with like the create a collage like thing or whatever, and that's been my new favorite thing. So just create a little collage on what you want your Christmas to look like.
Do you ever see those TikToks on, about, it's like make your perfect holiday?
Oh,
it's like the little
yes.
slideshows and you get to choose like this or that.
That's so cute. Yes, no, literally, because especially if you're very active on social media, like go through and pin, whatever
like some inspiration that you want.
Especially if you're traveling, like hello.
Oh my gosh, Christmas in Germany? Oh, I wish.
Oh, for real. Christmas in New York, hello, we're manifesting
for that. One day we will be up there. I just can't even imagine what it's like up there.
No,
it's so chaotic and
yeah, but like
that's like such a fun Christmas though.
No, I know. Literally, I wish. But yeah, honestly, I think just creating that mood board. So you can have like little, because I know you can organize them on Pinterest, and that
right
my little type A heart. So you can like do like a little cookie section, you can do an Instagram section, you can do a clothing section, and like a decorating section.
I like the decorating section. I like looking at like the different lights and stuff.
Yes.
Like, ooh.
I know, and even with that, like having fun with your wrapping paper.
I love wrapping paper.
I know.
I still need to go out and like get some.
I have to.
If anything, like you should go out and pick a wrapping paper that like screams you. So like whenever you wrap all your presents, like people will know it's from you. Like you need like a wrapping paper that screams like, oh, it's from Madeline.
Right. I know. And I saw this thing where the Kardashians every year, like,
oh boy,
they do their own like theme or whatever for like wrapping their Christmas. Presents, and I think we're actually doing that for our friends
so too. I could have sworn.
And so that's so exciting. And even if you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate something different, really just romanticizing it and just having fun with it, and maybe making a little challenge with your friends or vice versa. I think that's super fun.
Yeah, I think like overall, like decorating really sets the mood. Like decorate and like have a little bit of like hot chocolate to go with it. Like what is Christmas without hot chocolate?
No, I know. This year too, we are wanting to go and like look at the Christmas lights and
it's my favorite thing ever.
Cocoa while we do that. And I mean, honestly, you just have to romanticize it.
Right?
Just forget about any of the negatives, because I know, for some people it's a hard time of the year.
And like you don't have to drink hot chocolate, of course. Like you can go to Starbucks or your little cafe, and there's always like, I know Starbucks is coming out with their holiday drinks. My sisters have been talking nonstop about it.
Yes.
And it's like sugar cookie drinks and like peppermint. Like if you don't like hot chocolate like me, like definitely go out and like get some more like peppermint and candy cane type gig.
No, I know. I like white hot chocolate. I don't know if you guys have ever had
white hot chocolate.
No, it's so good. You have to get the right brand, because the Swiss Miss kind is gross. Don't.
They make white hot chocolate.
Yeah, they do. It's my favorite thing in the whole entire world. Take notes.
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Yeah,
I actually
it's
am gonna have
white
to try
hot chocolate, and it just reminds me so much of my childhood, because my mom would get like the little Barbie hot chocolate. Okay, and anybody who knows me knows that I love Barbie.
Barbie's always gonna be incorporated into something.
No, it is. And so my mom would get me the little Barbie hot chocolate, and it would be like pink. And so it wasn't regular hot chocolate, it was white hot chocolate with like, red 40 in it. So it's not good for me. But she would get that for me, and so it's just nostalgic and it tastes so good.
What the heck? Actually,
I'm gonna bring you a pack. So
I think you should.
try
I
it.
actually think you should.
No, I will. I will.
I'm actually not the biggest fan of hot chocolate, but I think I would try white chocolate.
No.
Do you add anything else to it?
I do like mostly cream in it. Like milk, yeah. I don't water down my hot chocolate. People who just use water.
Oh, if you use water.
Have you seen the? Sorry, guys. Like I said, this is
gonna be a fun one though, because it's it's Christmas.
This is more like we're on a FaceTime call.
I know,
you're chatting with us. But have you seen the French hot chocolate that's been going around on TikTok?
With the
so
cream.
thick.
It's like the cream, and then you get the spoon and.
Thick. It's basically chocolate ganache.
It does look like that.
Because all chocolate ganache is just chocolate and cream, and that's all it is.
It looks so good though. I could kill to go to Paris and like have a little croissant while like dipping it in that hot chocolate. Like
no, I know, and like I wonder if that's actually accurate. So my neighbor is from France, and I'm so tempted to go ask her and be like, "Is that accurate?" Like.
I feel every time I look at that cup, like every time I look at that cup and that hot chocolate, it like reminds me, like I feel like if you were to melt a hot chocolate bar and like just pour it in the cup, like that's what you'd get.
Yeah, no, literally, it's straight out of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I swear.
I want one so bad. Maybe we should manifest that next. After Christmas in New York, we should go to Paris and get.
Girl, you know I'm down. December 3rd, guys. December 3rd is the cheapest day to book flights.
December 3rd?
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So if you need a little holiday pick-me-up trip, December 3rd, guys, book a last-minute flight.
December 3rd to New York. Go do something.
Go team.
Are we going to New York December 3rd?
Yeah. Definitely. We're gonna skip our finals. And
we're just gonna pack our bags to leave.
Yeah, we're just gonna go. But I don't. Don't tempt me.
And I think if anything, like another way to get in the mood is like Hallmark Christmas movies. Oh my gosh.
No.
They're so cheesy and like cringy, but like they're so cute. Like I want a Christmas Hallmark. Like.
See, I like the Netflix ones that are like not so like not so YA, you know?
Yeah.
Not so, because my mom, I haven't watched like a Hallmark Christmas movie in years, okay? And my mom turns one on the other day, and we're like all sitting in the living room, which we never do. Like we're always all not at home or like something. And so we're all sitting there, and she turns one on, and it's like I have a clip of it too, and they are just dancing away. Like dancing away, and it's the cringiest dancing, and I was like, Mom, what am I watching? Like, I love you, but what am I watching? But honestly, if that's your jam, then like go for it, because seriously, if it makes you happy, it doesn't matter.
People hate on Hallmark Christmas movies all the time.
We're good.
Like, I would kill to have my Hallmark Christmas movie moment.
I would love to star in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Like
it's on my bucket list. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm gonna be featured in one.
I'm not a good actress, but let me tell you, I could act for that.
You can't imagine like going to a Christmas tree farm and like you're trying to pick up like a super nice Christmas tree, and then like the dude that helps you is your significant other from your childhood friend town.
No, okay, but that makes a good point though. Like when you're talking about romanticizing, okay, so you have to go somewhere alone, right? So like this morning I was dreading going to the grocery store, and I did not go. Spoiler alert. But
wow.
That's because I didn't feel good. So we're gonna forgive me. But say you're going to like the grocery store around the holidays, and you really don't want to go alone, and you're like, oh my gosh, what if you have like a meet cute there?
Right.
Like what if you have like a holiday meet cute, you know? And even if like you don't become a thing, like okay, and it's still kind of cute.
You know which one I like think about all the time?
What?
I like the ones with like I like the ice skating tropes, like where the city girl goes into the town and she forgets how to ice skate, so like the dude has to help her.
Oh, it would be very nice if that dude was a hockey player. Just saying.
Yeah, you're a little hockey romance.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really exposing myself on today's episode, aren't I?
I know, but it's so fun though.
No, it's
like,
so cute. Just romanticize it.
I know, like
who cares if it happens?
I cannot stand. We all know that one person that's like a Grinch during Christmas, and it's like,
I'm not a Grinch.
Would you consider yourself the Grinch?
No, today I'm not very positive, but that's just because I don't
I feel like last year you would have been.
Oh, no, last year I was in such an awful mood. Well, and it was a tough time.
That's fair.
And it was like, yeah, I think it was the second Christmas or whatever, so I was not in a good mood. But, you know, even if you're not in a good mood, still try and make the best of it, because at the end of the day, you can't live.
Yeah, like you can't be a Grinch on Christmas. Like you have to go out and you need to go do something.
Well, and then people don't want to be around you, and then they're not going to cheer you up because they don't want to be around you. So like,
and then you start feeling left out, and you start wanting to be around other people and doing other things.
Exactly. Do you have any like funny Christmas stories?
I got grounded on Christmas one year. I got grounded. I got grounded Christmas, like, on Christmas Day, like, Christmas morning.
What do you do?
So, you know, like, those little, like, little kiddie cars, like, the little miniature ones?
Like the little
Power Wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little Power Wheels. I think I was, like, 8, and my mom got them, she got 2 of them for my brother and my sister at the time. And I thought it was for me and my sister. And there's this, like, we have this rule where, like, you can't open your presents until, like, the parents come down, obviously. But you can, like, look at them. You just can't touch them. Well, I saw the little cars. My parents were asleep. I saw the cars, and I was like, that looks so much fun. I did not think that, you know, it was already charged. So younger me, like, hopped into the car. I pressed on the little gas. I went zooming. I zoomed into our living room table, and I think something broke. And that woke up my parents, and I got in trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wasn't a bad kid, but, like, looking back at it, like, that was a bad, like, you were a bad
just
kid.
very strong-willed. I was too. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, my mom is not like a morning person whatsoever. Like, her definition of waking up early is at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, okay?
Oh my god.
No, I know. Same with my sister. Like, I wake up at like 8 a.m. and they're up at 2 p.m. So I have a very long morning. So it's like Christmas morning or whatever, and I wake my sister up because I'm the youngest, and so I'm a brat, of course. So I wake my sister up, and I was super excited. I was like, Evelyn, like, let's go, you know, look at our Christmas presents and whatnot. And we were at my grandmother's house. Mm-hmm. And so we go, and then my grandma is like, oh no, you gotta wait for your mom, you know, like, you have to wait for your mom to wake up. And so I literally go into my mom's room, and like I said, I'm the youngest, so I was a little brat, okay?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was probably like 6 or 7, you know? And so I was like shaking her, and I was like, Mom, wake up, it's Christmas. And she was like, Madeline, go away. And so you know what I did?
What?
I jumped on her bed.
Did you like jump on her, or were you just like jumping on her bed?
No,
like,
I was jumping on her bed trying to wake her up.
Madeline, personally, if you were my kid, you would.
I told you I was a brat. I was the youngest, but it's okay because she loves me anyway.
To be fair, like, I cannot stand when your parents wake up late.
I don't know what my dad was doing. He was somewhere because he wasn't in the room.
My dad just vibes with it. Like, he'll wake up when my mom wakes up. And
yeah.
Then he'll take a hot minute to get ready, and we have to wait on my dad.
Oh.
And it's like, okay, Dad, come on.
Because literally, and my mom would like get the Christmas presents. Okay, my dad would just supervise. Like, he wouldn't, like, you know.
Yeah.
And so he would just sit there, and he'd be like, oh, that's cool. And like, I love my dad. Like, my dad was very involved in my life, but he would be like, oh, that's cool, or like, oh, I didn't know that, you know. Was your dad the one that held the wrapping paper collector?
What is up with dads doing that? They literally just hold the trash bag, and they're like, okay.
No, because we were at my uncle's house in Pittsburgh last year, right, for Christmas. And Uncle Tom, if you're watching, I love you. But he was the same way. He was like, oh, give me the wrapping paper, I'll take it and throw it away. He's like, okay.
No, my dad was like that all the time.
That's such a man thing to do.
It really is. And like, moms are just like, oh, that's so good, like, you like it. And dads are like, all right, let me see the wrapping paper.
No, my mom is sitting there and she's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can see Miss Paul.
And she doesn't even like coffee, so I can't just give her a cup of coffee to wake her up. Like, no,
she's just.
I can give her a Dr. Pepper maybe, and that's it. But no, she's like dosing off. No, she would tell me. She would just be like, Madeline, just go open your presents alone. Like, it's fine. And then I was like, no, that's sad. So, yeah. No, but she did. She did. But yeah, so I mean,
I remember this other time too. I had this Nerf gun, right? It was my first ever Nerf gun. I
never got one of those.
What? Mm-mm. You've never had a Nerf gun? That's obvious though. Like,
yeah, I wasn't very much. Plus, I think my parents probably would have thought that I would have used it against my sister because I used to like, like I would like play fight with my sister all the time, and she'd dish it right back to me. Okay, it's not like I was abusing her.
No, most definitely. That's like an older sister
sibling thing.
Like, if you start something, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, and so I think they thought that I would use it against her, and honestly, they were probably right. So
yeah. I'm sure you would have, Miss. I'm gonna jump on my mom's bed to wake her up.
Yeah, well, and they didn't like violence, so they were like, No, we're not giving her a
No.
toy. Yeah, no.
But like, I finally got a Nerf gun, and it was like my most prized possession. Like, I immediately like ripped it out the wrapping paper, recognized what it was. I was like tearing it out the box to try it out. Oh my gosh, my dad was standing up. My dad was standing around like grabbing more wrapping paper. I didn't even aim. Like, I like looked around, shot it. I kid you not, it was like an X on the forehead. It went completely
honestly,
silent.
it was the worst place you could have hit. It's okay.
It was silent. Like everyone just like stopped what they were doing and like just stared at him, and he was like, "Okay, that's enough now." And then he went on with the
Bless your dad.
Like,
I think if my kid like hit me
gosh.
square in the forehead, I would be like, okay, so we're done with the Nerf gun now.
I know. I'd be like,
yeah.
put this back in the bag. We're taking it back.
I don't think I would do that. I would be like, that's enough for today.
Or it just simply went missing.
No, I know.
Where did? I don't know where it went.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know. So if you guys have little siblings, like, who are really young, or, because I never got that blessing.
Yeah, no, I'm the oldest.
I'm the
and
youngest.
You're the youngest. Look at our little dynamic.
But, yeah, you could probably tell. But I think if you have younger siblings, or, like, a niece or a nephew or anything like that, just really, playing into their Christmas spirit. Say, like, you're staying at your family's house and they have an elf on the shelf, and like their parents don't usually do anything super extravagant. Maybe do something extravagant with the elf. Like, do something fun for your like cousins or your siblings or whoever, because they're gonna remember that memory. And yeah, they're gonna, like, obviously when they're older and
they're gonna be like,
know,
oh.
but I think that's so cute, because then they're like, oh, she like put in the time and the effort into
I know. I really like
doing
the
stuff.
Did you ever have to make reindeer food in school?
Yes. Oh
and like
my
you sprinkle
gosh.
it and you could like see them eating.
No, I know.
I just unlocked a whole memory.
And like you would sprinkle it outside.
Yeah, and you sprinkle it
Oh
outside,
my
and then you would
gosh.
you'd get super excited, and you check outside, and it's like, oh, half of it's gone.
Stop. Yes, because it would be like oatmeal and glitter, I think.
Yes,
Use biodegradable
it was,
glitter, guys.
Yeah,
Use
it was
biodegradable,
like glitter oatmeal. I think we used like little. I want to say we used like some type of peanut, to be honest.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I think ours was just glitter and oatmeal. Oh, that makes me want little siblings so bad.
I
or
know.
like a little. I have a little cousin, but she's not that little.
You could always like write like.
But she doesn't live here.
You could pretend to be Santa and like write notes.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
My mom would
mail
do
it.
that.
Honestly, I don't think anybody could read my cursive, but.
Do people even write in cursive these days? Like, I don't think people like. Do they still teach cursive?
I know cursive. And
I
that's
do
all
too.
I write in. It's kind of bad.
No, not really. I just think it's.
Hey, if anything, that makes it more believable, because Santa would in fact write in cursive because he's old. So,
But yeah.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I just think romanticizing it would be it's just so worth it.
Like, you really have to get in the Christmas spirit. Like, you only live once. Like, you want to enjoy everything while you can.
And I know this episode was much more, like me than versus you, but I think it's just fun to reminisce and look at other people's funny stories, because sometimes it reminds you of stuff that happened and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot, like the reindeer food, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, just honestly have fun with it.
I know, like, that's all it really is. Like, you need to like feel like a little kid again. Like, go get excited for Christmas.
Because at the end of the day, you're getting older.
Yeah, you are.
And so like, might as well, especially if you're still living at home with your parents, I'd be like, hey mom, I really want this whatever for Christmas. Like, I'm just a little kid.
Like, circle the
like
catalog.
Santa one. Yeah. But yeah. So with that being said, I don't think you have anything else, right?
I don't think so.
So with that being said, make sure you follow us on social media at the Elegance _ exchange, and then follow us on TikTok and YouTube, which is just the Elegance Exchange.
Nice and easy for y'all.
Nice and simple. And if you guys want any certain kind of episodes or anything like that, make sure you can leave a comment either in Spotify or go to
our YouTube.
Yes, and Instagram and DM us.
Yeah, and
I know
TikTok
there's
as well.
lots of ways you can communicate with us.
And we were
Please
on there
reach out.
24/7, so we will definitely see it.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, babes. We
Bye,
love you.
guys.